Well, after 284 games, we're finally here. Let's briefly go over the contestants. For the second time in 3 years, the Eagles are NFC champions. As a Cowboys fan, that's disgusting to say. But honestly, many people, myself included, wrote the Eagles off right around their bye week. And since coming back from that bye, they went 12-1 on the back of Saquon Barkley's dominant season and the new and improved defense under Vic Fangio in his first season. And I know there's been a lot of Jalen Hurts discourse over the last few weeks, but game recognized game, and he's been playing clean, efficient football. Actually coming off his best game of the last 2 seasons in that NFC Championship game. With the set of weapons on that offense and a suffocating defense, every team should fear the Eagles. Well, except for one. The team that's been there and done that already. I know how much all of you love to hear about this three-peat attempt, but I won't spend a lot of time on it. At this point, Patrick Mahomes is just chasing legend status. But the biggest critique for the Chiefs this season has been the way that they're winning. Out of the 17 games that they've won this season, 12 of them ended within a possession, and 5 of those games were decided by a field goal. It's some real close, hairy football, but whenever the moment calls for it, the Chiefs do whatever it takes to win in any style. As seen by their 9 consecutive playoff wins, looking for a 10th this Sunday.
Wow, wait a minute, aren't you going to talk about
Yes, I was going to. Oh my god, ruining the pacing of the short. Now, of course, we gotta look back on our history. A lot of people are probably like, haven't we already seen this Super Bowl? Well, yes. In 2022, both teams went into Super Bowl 57 with 14-3 records, and the top spots of both of their respective conferences. But Jalen Hurts and the Eagles got out to a hot start, leading the Chiefs for most of the game, right up until Patrick Mahomes re-aggravated his ankle right before halftime. After popping 25 perk 30s, Patrick Mahomes came out in the second half and led the Chiefs to score on every possession in the third and fourth quarter. Now, this game didn't come without its fair share of controversy. A crucial holding penalty that was called on James Bradbury in the final moments of the game essentially sealed off the Chiefs' victory off of a game-winning field goal. It was a shootout indeed. Jalen Hurts put on a hell of a performance, but Mahomes' gutsy performance got his team the win and his second Super Bowl MVP. Hold on, wait a minute. The Eagles are kind of responsible for the beginning of this three-peat journey, and either way it goes, it'll end with them too. Now, as for my predictions for the Super Bowl, the only concern I have with Kansas City is their slow starts in the Super Bowl. If they come out hot and keep the intensity throughout the game, it's not going to be as close or as much of a struggle as the other Super Bowls have been. While the Eagles sometimes have a tendency to go outside of themselves, just right on the back of Saquon Barkley and trust your defense to make a stop. But we've seen this before. We've been seeing it for 20 years with Tom. We've been seeing it the last 7 years with Mahomes. I am not counting this guy out. All I'm really hoping for is a really good game, but give me the Chiefs winning this one. And for those of you who keep saying they're not watching the game,
we do not care.